Hello, I'm Chris Coombs, and this is The Truth in Diabetes, tip number 10 in the 90-day A1C challenge. I can't believe we've been at this for 10 weeks already. It goes by pretty quick. Anyway, today's tip, this one's pretty basic, but again, this one is priceless information. What I'm going to talk to you about today is journaling. Journaling your results as a diabetic is something that's very important. Before I get into that, I'm going to tell you a little story about my grandmother, Cassie Lyman Monson. This is my mother's mother. Well, Grandma Monson was a journaler. She kept a journal that documented her life on a day-to-day basis. Well, she passed away several years ago, but all those journals were placed into a trunk, and that trunk has traveled from my grandma's daughters, and they swap it among their sisters from time to time. I've had a look at these things, and it's awesome. You can go to the day you were born, and there's a journal entry about Grandma Monson, you know, coming and visiting her new grandchild. I remember how cool this was. But that information, that history is priceless. It's priceless to her descendants, you know, her children, her grandchildren, you know, maybe great-grandchildren. I don't know where those are now, but priceless information. Now, that type of information, not necessarily your life history, but your diabetes history is also priceless information to both you and your healthcare provider. Now, pretty much every time I went to a doctor, until I hooked up with my most recent doctor, they would hand me this little paper logbook saying, okay, now write down what you eat, write down your medication. Well, I have yet to meet the doctor that has inspired me to do that, because it's a pain in the butt and I hate doing that. So my current doctor figured out, well, Chris is kind of lazy. He doesn't like this. You know, I say lazy, but you know what? There's technology out there. Sorry about the background noise, man. You know it's summertime in Utah because somebody's always mowing their lawn no matter what time of day it is. But anyway, there's technology that's available to help out. This is my meter that I use. Kind of a neat little feature. You pop that off and there's a USB port on there. It's the Bayer Contour USB. This little meter is great because there's all types of data it will keep for you. You do a blood sugar test and you can note it's before meal, it's after meal, it's before after activity. It'll set reminders, things like that. That's part of giving your doctor a history. The other thing that's great, smartphones. Go ahead and wait for this FedEx truck to go by. Sorry, guys. Smartphones. There are all kinds of apps available out there to help journal your information. We're talking, you know, your medication, your blood sugars, and what you're eating. So when you're documenting these things, you can begin to see patterns. Both you and your doctor can take a look at these patterns. So there are times a day you're consistently high or consistently low. When you eat certain foods, does it jack up your blood sugar? Are you not getting the right ratio of insulin? All this information is priceless, again, to both you and your doctor. And the thing that's great about the world we live in today is there's all kinds of technology. Those are just two things, that meter and also the smartphone capability. But you get looking online, there's actually all kinds of things where you can journal online what it is you're eating, what your medication is, and what your blood sugar is based on, you know, what time of day it is, if you're doing activity, all these sorts of things. So there's logs out there that are available. But anyway, that's a very basic tip, but also one that can be very useful to both you and your doctor in either lowering or maintaining a healthy A1C number. So again, there it is, tip number 10 in the 90-day A1C challenge. Take the time to journal your results. Okay, disease or destiny, my friends, it's your choice.